Good morning, everyone. I, Sonali Prakash, on behalf of Seth Anandram Jaipuria School Vasundhara, extend a very warm welcome to all of you to this session on the most important role that we play in our lifetime, being a parent. No role brings greater joy or blessing than being a parent. I hope everyone will agree with this. So raising respectful, resilient, and responsible children is a big responsibility on each parent. There is a famous quote of Frederick Douglass. It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. Grooming begins right from the time a child is born. The unmatchable joys of becoming parents is priceless. And especially the sleepless nights, the lovely tantrums, and many more endless memories which are worth reminiscing in different ways. Raising children and instilling good ethical, mental, personal, and physical attitudes is necessary. And so is finding some inspiration and guidance to excel at this incredibly difficult task in the best possible way, so that we can swap lows with highs is very important. This selfless, unconditional love and nurturing is what turns a bud into a blossoming flower. So here to inspire and guide us, we have Ms. Shalini Nambiar, Director Principal, Seth Anandram Jaipuria School, Vasundhara. Ms. Shalini Nambiar comes with a rich experience of more than 26 years in the field of school education. She has been associated with institutes like Vibgyor, GEMS Education, Heritage School, and GT Goenka Public School. Her wide experience includes her competencies in curriculum designing, academic performance and management, developing training curriculum for teachers, and leading the complete school operations. Welcome, ma'am. Ma'am, like always, we all know parenting is the most loved but difficult role in a person's life. And you being with children, dealing with them, and during your long journey in the education field, I think will be able to guide us and make us understand that where are we going wrong.
Thank you, Sonali. Thank you for such a warm welcome. And parents, अभी मैंने join करा है, तो ये इतना बड़ा introduction दे रहे हैं. But I believe in connecting, and I think your work should speak for yourself. I don't need to, and I'm sure that's my intent. I started meeting parents, and there was a little gap. I haven't been able to meet some of them, but very soon I'll start again class-wise. Because for me, you should know me as a person, and I should know what you expect from me and how we can work together in improving the school. So ये जो मोटा introduction है, Sonali, next time parenting session में मत करना. Let's let our work speak. So parents, yes, a very important topic. How do we raise respectful kids? How do we raise resilient kids? What exactly it is? So before I start, I have a little PPT which I want to show you, and I have a video which I want you to see. Have you heard जब giraffe baby पैदा करता है? When a giraffe gives birth to baby giraffe, the minute the baby giraffe comes out, जो mummy giraffe है, वो एक जोर की kick मारते हैं छोटे baby giraffe पे. वो baby giraffe बेचारा हड़बड़ा जाता है कि मैं तो अभी निकला हूँ मम्मी की कोख से, and suddenly I've got such a big kick. I mean, he's totally nervous, the kid. When he doesn't get up, the mother giraffe gives another strong kick. He's like paranoid. Kya ho raha hai? Again, the mother gives him a third kick, and the baby starts running. Why does the mother giraffe gives the kick? Because she knows she has to go hunting for food for the baby giraffe. और अगर वो hunt करने जा रही है, any big animal can eat the baby giraffe if she doesn't teach the baby giraffe to protect itself and to run. So she gives a big kick. And this is where sometimes as parents, we go wrong. We forget. Last time also in the session, I said, जब बच्चा बड़ा होता है, कोई नहीं बोलता कि वो टीचर की तरह लगता है. You are the idol. बोलते हैं ना मम्मी की तरह लगता है या डैडी की तरह लगता है. You are the idol, you are the role model, and the most important role model is the mother, because she gives birth to the child. There's a connection, there's a research which has shown that mother has a telepathy even when she grows old, and her children are 30, 40, 50, she knows exactly what is happening. That's because this is a medical reason. When the baby is connected to the mother with that umbilical cord, and when that umbilical cord is cut, some nerve cells are in the mother's body and some in the child's body. So mother is a role model. Father bhi hai, but mother to ek aisa connection hai. What we do, how we behave, how are we? And I always ask parents, aap kya chahte hain? What exactly do you want? So let me show you a little video which will help you understand, because I have dealt with at least millions of kids. And when I talk to adolescent children, the biggest problem, 80% children say, this has been researched, not me. मैंने नहीं बोला, Shalini Nambiar didn't say that, Harvard ने बोला है, Ernst & Young, बहुत research हुई है. 80% kids say, my parents don't understand me. There's a pressure, exam में, ये pressure, वो pressure. अभी हमने 6 to 8 का offline exam रखा. Some parents have written, we understand, we'll find a solution. आप trust करिए school को. We run the school for the children. And we will do it. We'll find a solution. But हमें COVID का fear तो धीरे धीरे हटाना है ना. आपका विश्वास हम पे लाना है ना कि we are trying to protect you. And I'm very, very particular about this. That school में the first thing most important is it should be a safe place. So let me show you a little video. It's a beautiful video, which I'm sure you will like it. Just let me open it. Just give me a minute, please. Yeah. And I would request everybody to listen and to see what children have to share with you. 1 minute, please.
Dear Amma and Appa, you know I am very shy, and it has taken a lot of courage to write this letter, so please listen to me.
Exams are near, and I'm scared. But not from the exam pressure, but from the pressure from you.
I know I did not do well last time, but believe me, I'm working really hard this time.
You only talk about competition and marks. I feel like I don't have a life anymore.
I have a limited capacity, you know. I can't study continuously for 10 hours in one go.
Sometimes मैं आप दोनों से इतना डर जाती हूँ that I find myself in tears.
I feel very suffocated and I just want to get away from it all.
I don't understand why you don't let me meet my friends. I feel trapped.
I know you really care about my studies and get angry at me for not studying. But do you know, I really try hard.
I get tired after studying.
I want to watch football on TV.
But nee TV connection ही cut पड़ता है.
Please don't come to check on me inside my room after every half an hour. It really bugs me and breaks my concentration.
You've become a stranger to me. I get a rumbling feeling in my tummy, like I'm going to faint.
Baba, even when you're with me, it's like आप मेरे साथ नहीं हो. आप अभी भी अपने ऑफिस के बारे में सोच रहे हो.
You look so stressed during my exams that it makes me nervous.
आप सबके सामने प्लीज मुझे निशी आंटी की बेटी के साथ कंपेयर मत करो.
Appa, why can't we be a normal house?
You always scream and scold me. I haven't slept for nights after getting yelled at by you.
Sometimes it's so frustrating that I feel like locking myself in the bathroom and not talking to anyone.
I know you two really love me and are really concerned about me.
But still sometimes, just let me be.
मेरा दम घुटता है. I feel like please don't demotivate me. I get it from school and from my classes and then from you.
And I'm thankful and privileged to be your daughter. But please try to understand me. Thank you, man. Your little baby.
one day I'll make both of you proud. Please help me. Love you, Ma. Love you, Pa.
Yours, Tina.
How was it? Every time I watch the video, I'm in tears. Because I've met thousands and thousands of kids. एक तो स्कूल में प्रेशर होता है, टीचर्स इतना प्रेशर डालते हैं बिकॉज उनके ऊपर प्रेशर होता है कि अगर आप रिजल्ट नहीं दिखाएंगे तो योर जॉब इज एट रिस्क. और वो जब बच्चा घर जाता है वेयर ही वांट्स टू बी इन पीस, घर में पेरेंट्स प्रेशर डालते हैं. एंड दैट इज व्हाई वी डोंट हैव सक्सेसफुल पीपल अराउंड. We have children who commit suicide. The rate of suicide has increased in the past 10 years. अब जैसे parenting session हम कर रहे हैं, इतने सारे parents ने register करा, I don't see all of them. Because they don't realize कि school एक कोशिश कर रहा है आपसे connect करने की. You should at least respect that and come online. I'm trying very hard to connect with all the parents, but I can't do it alone. You know, I'll try for some time. नहीं होएगा, ठीक है, चलिए. I'll go my way, you go your way. But very important, क्योंकि मेरे लिए concern जो है is the child. ये जो आप वीडियो देखा है, ठीक है, ये मनगढ़ंत उन्होंने बनाया है मिरिंडा ने because they wanted to make parents aware. But I am not lying. I have had kids coming to my room and crying like this. I've told children to write a letter. The parents put so much pressure that they join IIT क्योंकि parent चाहता है कि वो IIT में जाए. Every child is unique. Like every plant, like rose is a rose, hibiscus भी होता है, cactus भी होता है. अब ये तो नहीं आप कह सकते ना कि cactus ugly plant है. It's also beautiful. Every child is talented. Every child has its own value, has its own shortcomings. फिर हम क्यों compare करते हैं? How can you be me and I be you? We are different. My interest is different. Your interest is different. We need to develop children who respect, who bury. So let me just share my screen. I have a little PPT. Raising respectful, resilient, and responsible kids. I hope everybody can see it. Sonali, can you give me a go ahead? Can you see? Sonali?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We can see.
There will never be enough rewards or consequences to get kids to want to behave and learn if you are not first developing relationships. I will explain to this later. There are no guarantees. Sometimes the best of parents can produce the most difficult kids because वो सोचते हैं हम बहुत best है, हम सब कुछ कर रहे हैं अपने बच्चे के लिए. हमारा बच्चा तो गलत कर ही नहीं सकता. Sadly enough, वो कहते हैं ना, when the child starts having an affair, the neighbors know it first, parents don't know. Because आपने सब कुछ अच्छा करा, but you forgot to connect with your child. The worst of parents can produce the most responsible kids. ये तो आपको पता ही है. Childhood is approximately 20% of your life and 80% of life is spent as an adult. Ask yourself, are we raising children to be grown children or adults? अब क्या बनाना चाहते हैं? हम चाहते हैं कि वो बच्चा ही रहे 18 साल की उम्र में जिसको पता नहीं है लाइफ में क्या करना है, or you want them to become adults. I want to tell you another story, so I'm going to stop sharing. So there was this, एक farmer था और एक, techie, what we call it, बहुत पढ़ा लिखा आदमी. They had their houses next to each other. और दोनों के पास बहुत ब्यूटीफुल गार्डन्स थे. दोनों मैन्योर डालते थे, पानी डालते थे, the best of pesticides. Both were doing it. Except that the farmer knew what the plants needed. The techie thought, let's give the best. वो import करता था pesticides. उसने कहा अमेरिका से मंगाएंगे तो शायद plants अमेरिकन plants हो जाएंगे. उसके दिमाग में ये बात थी. एक दिन बहुत जोर की thunderstorm आया. It was very bad. जब दोनों बाहर निकले next day, फार्मर के गार्डन को कुछ नहीं हुआ, बट जो टेकी था, जो बेस्ट चीजें ला रहा था, उसका गार्डन डिस्ट्रॉय हो गया। उसने फार्मर से पूछा कि ऐसे कैसे हुआ, यू नो योर गार्डन इज सेफ। मैं भी वही कर रहा था, मैं भी पानी डाल रहा था। आई वॉज गिविंग इन फैक्ट द बेस्ट मैन्योर, better than yours. Farmer said, I gave my plants just enough what they needed. That's why their roots became stronger. They were capable of taking care of themselves when a storm came. You gave the plants too much कि उनके roots कमजोर हो गए, क्योंकि वो उनको खड़े होने के लिए भी आपकी सहायता चाहिए थी. And this is what we do to the children. We give them everything. You know, we buy the best toys. You know, I go to some people's houses, they have like 3-year-old kid. By the way, parents, I'm going to be a grandmom on Monday and I'm very excited. 3-year-old kid को उन्होंने मोबाइल पकड़ाया हुआ है. I've seen a mother who's feeding her kid यहाँ मोबाइल ना वेलक्रो से टाई करके, because बच्चा कार्टून देखेगा तब खाना. इतना भी टाइम नहीं है आपको कि आप कहानी सुना दीजिए. इतना भी टाइम नहीं है. You have given birth to your child. You have to give them, let them fall. That's why I'm saying, ask yourself, you want your child to be a grown-up child or an adult who's ready to take care of his life? Let's go back to the screen because I've got some important points which I want to share. So think about this question, that what exactly you want. What qualities do you want your children by the time they're 18? आज जाके घर में जरूर लिखना कि आपको पता है आप क्या चाहते हैं. What exactly you want? I'm not going to go through this. There are 3 emergency style, what we call parenting. Last time मैंने helicopter parenter role दिखाया था, but there are more. एक होता है burnt out, एक होता है anxiety driven, एक होता है control driven. So I want to share, I'm very candid and I want you also to be honest to me. कल हमारे पास एक parent आया, उसने कहा कि मैंने देखा टीचर ने ये लिखा, उस टीचर ने कैसे लिखा. मैंने कहा आपने कहाँ देखा? वो चिल्ड्रन का व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप था. मैंने कहा सर आप क्या कर रहे थे चिल्ड्रंस व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में? वो तो टीचर ने शायद बच्चों के साथ बनाया है टू डिस्कस क्वेश्चन और हेल्प. व्हाट आर यू डूइंग? यू आर कंट्रोलिंग योर चाइल्ड. हम बच्चे को, जब बच्चा घर आता है विद 95 मार्क्स, पेरेंट्स ये नहीं पूछते वाओ ग्रेट यू गॉट 95. मोस्ट ऑफ द पेरेंट्स आस्क वो 5 मार्क्स कहाँ गए? When the answer sheets are shown, child तो हैप्पी है, वो तो बाहर खेल रहा है. I have also experienced, जब स्कूल में कोई आंसरिंग शीट्स शो ऑफ करते हैं तो पेरेंट्स आते हैं देखने. पेरेंट्स मार्क्स काउंट करते हैं, फिर वो टीचर के पास जाती है, 1 मार्क कहाँ काटा? Now let me tell you, as a teacher, I have taught languages and social studies. For us 9 and 10 में बहुत फर्क होता है और हम कभी 10 out of 10 देते ही नहीं है languages में. मैथ में पॉसिबल है, साइंस में पॉसिबल है, बिकॉज लैंग्वेजेस में कोई परफेक्ट तो लिख ही नहीं सकता ना, कहीं तो हैंडराइटिंग गलत होगी या कुछ होगा. बट पेरेंट्स फाइट फॉर दैट 1 मार्क. बच्चा खेल रहा है, बच्चे को कोई मतलब नहीं है 1 मार्क से, बिकॉज ही इज हैप्पी, ही इज डन वेल. बट बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रेशर ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन, आई मीन पेरेंट, एंड कंपेयरिंग कि उसके 100 आए तुम्हारे 95 आए. थिंक अबाउट इट, व्हेन द चाइल्ड इज एन एडल्ट वर्किंग इन एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन and you look around yourself, जो आप जहां भी काम कर रहे हैं, क्या करते हैं adults? They are always comparing. Salaries compare करते हैं, promotions compare करते हैं, उसका head designation मिला, मुझे ये मिला, how come? उसको कमरा मिला, मुझे नहीं मिला. And all the adults' energy is so negative because it's focused more on comparison rather than improving themselves. This is not an adult fault. This is the fault of our education system and our parenting. It is very important. I can give you so many live examples. I had a kid in grade 12 who came to me and he said, मेरे को पढ़ना ही नहीं है. I said, why? Because इतना pressure है मैम घर में, क्योंकि मेरे father समझ ही नहीं पा रहे हैं कि मैं IIT के लिए नहीं हूँ. I don't have that math skill. और मेरे को नहीं पढ़ना. तो मैंने कहा फिर क्या करोगे? I'll go and commit suicide. मैंने कहा you crazy? कहता नहीं मैम लेसन तो सिखाना है ना पेरेंट्स को. सुन ही नहीं रहे हैं वो मेरी बात. मैं बोलने लगता हूं तो मारते हैं. They don't want to listen to me. They want to talk, but they don't have time to listen to me. And when I try and talk to my dad, he says, I'm very busy. I called the parents the next day. And I asked them, I said, sir, do you know what your child wants? He said, yes, I know. He wants to get into IIT. I said, you're wrong, sir. Talk to your child. हमने एक कमरे में बैठाया. मैंने कहा, सर मैं आपके मुंह में टेप लगा दूंगी, आपको खाली बच्चे की बात सुननी है. And after half an hour, that dad was crying. I am very bad in that because मेरे लिए बच्चा बहुत important. And I don't blame the parents because I'm also a parent. I may have also done some mistakes. I have a daughter and a son. And I have brought them up the both way. But I see a difference because of whatever reason. So, but only thing it's a request. Please do not compare. Let me just go back to the screen. So burnt out parent. वो क्या करता है? Because वो इतना थका आ रहा ऑफिस से आता है, फिर ऊपर से बच्चा है, फिर वो ऑनलाइन क्लास है, फिर टीचर बोल रही है आपका बच्चा नहीं आ रहा. I know the challenges. They try and please their kids. They make it easier for them. They give them the answer. Teacher question पूछ रही है, पीछे से बैठ के इसका आंसर ये है बेटे. Why? Because you want your child to tell the answer without realizing बच्चे को आपने सोचने की शक्ति ही बंद कर दी. They lose patience, they buy them things, they do everything. What is the unintended message? You are a burden to me and I would rather not spend time with you. I like to help you. आप मुझे बताइए जब वो 35 years का होगा and he finds a girlfriend or he gets married और उसके family में कोई problem हो रहा है, तो will you be there to help them? And you also know, I'm sure you're married, जब husband wife की लड़ाई होती है, the minute the mother-in-law interferes, the fight becomes more. वो divorce हो जाता है. अगर हम आपस में ही सुलह कर लें तो things get fine. And this happens because we don't teach children the skills of handling things themselves. That's why I'm saying you have to question yourself. Are you want to raise a grown-up child or you want to raise an adult who can handle things himself? So burnt out में we want to please. First I चलो आज Domino's का pizza. तो बच्चा हर चीज के लिए it is linked. And what happens is when they grow up as adults, I've seen, I've worked with at least, I think, 50,000 teachers. Out of that, 50% work for the salary. They look at their watch. वो कहते हैं 12 बजे के बाद क्यों parent call कर रहा है? My work time is over. I've seen it. 50%. I'm not saying all. These are not, this is not their fault. This is what they, saw when they were kids. Like, I'll give you a little example. We are doing dispersal now, right? Yesterday, I was shocked. I saw इतनी भीड़ parents की, इतने बच्चे, मेरी जान निकल गई. मैंने कहा, oh my God, ये तो हम कह रहे हैं China से Omicron आ जाओ भाई वापस. We are ready. I'm admitting we were not planned. And I immediately called Indu and we created a plan because for me, the safety of your child is very important. And that's my priority. I'm trying to set systems. Koi ho na ho, schools run on systems, organizations run on systems and SOPs. And for that, there'll be an SOP for you also as a parent. What I expect from you. Very important. So burnt out parents क्या करते हैं? सब कुछ दे देते हैं बच्चे को. वही वो techie और gardener वाला हाल है. Because they don't know how to balance time. They don't give children quality time. And I'm not going to talk about quality time because in the last session, I spoke a lot about how to give quality time to your children. The next thing, what happens when you have this burnout? What kind of children you produce? You produce anxious children, spoiled children, rude, forgetful, aggressive. Because उनको पता है अगर हमें ये चीज नहीं मिली तो हम जरा सा रोएंगे, हमें parents दे देंगे because parents don't have the time to hear, and they will give you. So you'll have children who are lazy because they know they can get everything by crying. और जब वो बड़े होते हैं वो offices में भी रोते रहते हैं. सारा time they are. You have like these kind of adults who you'll find all around you. Anxiety driven parents. वो बहुत anxious होते हैं parents. मेरा बच्चा first नहीं आया, वो आ गया Mr. Sharma का बच्चा. They protect their kids from all unpleasant things. They'll do everything for their kids. They don't let them experience failure or sadness. They make decisions for them. They solve their problems. That बच्चा जब 30 का भी होता है तब mother father ही decide करेंगे भैया आप क्या करोगे life में. They are afraid to upset their children. You know what is the message you give? You are not strong enough to handle things yourself. I will always do it. And these are the kind of kids. I mean, I'm sure you must have experienced. They appear very humble, gentle, because वो बहुत डरते हैं जब बच्चे होते हैं. But उनके अंदर एक rebel grow हो रहा होता है. And as soon as they can do it, some of them run away, some of them do something else. It is very important. You know, when we talk about sex education, most of the schools don't want to talk, parents don't want to talk. इसमें छुपाने की बात क्या? हमें बच्चों को अवेयर करना है. It is very important as a parent, you talk to your child. When we talk about teaching them respect, respect your child. Try and writing down how many times you are saying thank you and please to your child. Very important. कितनी बार आप बोल रहे हैं, thank you son, you did this, please son. You know, ये इंडिया में नहीं है. मतलब I'm telling you, it's not a habit. I mean, I went abroad, I was staying with this couple. वो सारा दिन husband बोले जा, thank you sweetheart, thank you sweetheart. मैं वापस आई, मैंने अपने husband को बोला, आप भी बोलना शुरू करो भाई, thank you. मैंने कहा छोड़ो परे, because we take each other for granted. And the same thing we can change when it comes to our children, because it's a very nice feeling when you tell the kid, thank you. Thank you for doing well. So try not to be an anxiety-driven parent who's always like, you know, they create anxious children, shy, insecure, low self-esteem, very bad losers these children are. They are forgetful because they are so scared all the time. The third kind of control-driven parenting techniques. This is the most favorite of most of the parents. They want to tell them what to do. They'll always give lectures. You know, ज्ञान बहुत बांटते हैं. They will do all the thinking for them, intimidate them. What is the message? You are not smart enough to know what to do. They control everything. बच्चा कब उठेगा, कब क्या करेगा, क्या खाएगा. Yes, Sumit Rangan, I will talk about the sex education. I will do my next session. If you can note down, Sonali, how to talk to children about topics which are taboo. Because I think it'll be too much if I try and add that today, because that's a full 40-minute session which I will prepare for you. Very important. Give your children, you try today, because I don't want to speak for long. I want you today to reflect on that video. Reflect on that video. What did the children say? The daddy, I don't have the capability. Like I told you last time, I was not good in math, and my dad being an engineer forced me, कि आप करोगे math. Until today, I repent that I agreed to him because हम डरते थे. Although my parents were very open, very cool, but still there was a fear. And that is when I say that when you want to raise respectful kids, allow them to fail. Failing means that अगर वो कुछ करने की कोशिश करे, उनके लिए homework मत करिए, उनके लिए answer मत करिए. Help me in making each Jaipurian kid very, very confident of themselves. I'm being honest. I'm being very candid. I've started this Guftgu sessions, right, with kids. I'm interviewing children just to give them that feeling that don't be scared of a school head. Main purpose being that when you grow in life, don't be scared of your bosses. If you have a problem, have the courage to go and speak, because हम बोलते नहीं हैं, हम presume कर लेते हैं. I'm talking to a lot of kids in the school. And I'm amazed when I ask the children, do you read? They say, no. Reading is not a library period. हम कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे if you do not help us. We cannot make your children, you know, pick up things without your support, because they spend less time in the school and more time with you. They watch you. They watch how you talk to each other. And my request to parents is, अगर आपको लड़ना भी है, तो बच्चों के सामने मत लड़िए. The children notice these things and they remain in our head. And they bother us when we are adults. There was a research done on women beating. Women beating बहुत है इंडिया में, और COVID के time बहुत हो गई थी, because people were just frustrated to be at home. And when the research was done, it was found that the kids who resort to beating their wives grew up in an education system or in the parenting style where parents used to beat them for not doing things what they expected. पढ़े नहीं तो थप्पड़ मार दिया. I have got two kids. My daughter is 33, 34. She's going to have a baby now. My son is also 33, round about 1 year age gap between them. I can swear on them. You can ask them. I've never raised my hand on them till date. I told them the day you do something morally, ethically wrong, उस दिन पड़ेगा थप्पड़. Not for दूध गिरा दिया तो थप्पड़ मार दिया, homework नहीं करा तो थप्पड़ मार दिया. Come on. I mean, आप कोई अपने ऑफिस जाते हैं, सारा काम करके आते हैं उस दिन. Imagine if your boss says, आज आपने काम नहीं करा, चलो इधर आओ, थप्पड़ मारो सबको. Sonali, you can smile. It's all right. What are you trying to teach them? That you can do things by force. And when they grow up, they become adults like that. When they hear a lot of shouting at their own homes, they do the same thing. They see their dad and mom behaving in a certain way. When they get married, they do the same thing because they think it's justified. Now, हमारे parents ने करा है तो गलत थोड़ी ना है. It is very, very important. हमें किस तरह से बच्चों को ब्रिंग करना है. योर ड्रीम इज कि हमारा बच्चा बहुत रिस्पॉन्सिबल, सक्सेसफुल बने. हर पेरेंट की ड्रीम होती है कि माय चाइल्ड का नाम लिखा होना चाहिए सुनहरे अक्षरों में. इट इज अ फैक्ट. मतलब मेरे लिए मेरा बच्चा इज नॉट SON, it's SUN. एंड इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. चाहे मेरा बच्चा ड्रग एडिक्ट भी हो, मेरे लिए तो वो मेरा बच्चा है. ही इज द बेस्ट किड इन द वर्ल्ड फॉर मी. But then how do I bring him up? How do I ensure? Give him that space. Monitor him. I'm not saying you don't monitor, but respect your child. If he has not done well in a test, the way you can help, how do you speak? I call it golden and garbage words. You didn't do your homework or you didn't do your test well. उसके बदले उसके साथ बैठ के पूछिए, I saw that you got less marks in your test. Can we discuss what's the reason? Why do you think you got less marks? Did you not understand? Did you have a problem? If he had a problem, you don't rush to the teacher. भाग के गए टीचर को फोन करा, प्रिंसिपल को एक मेल कर दिया. आपकी टीचर कुछ नहीं करती है. वो बेचारी टीचर एक तो अपनी परिवार संभाल रही है. Teaching is the most stressful job. And thanks to COVID, that parents at least of teachers की respect करने लग गए हैं, which is like bravo to all the teachers. Teachers work really hard. I have been a teacher. I have brought suitcases to school because 5 classes, 150 kids, उनकी copy check करनी है. एक भी copy में एक गलती हो गई, parents are sitting like hawks and they will eat you up. And I used to carry over the weekend the suitcase home because geography files होती थी इतनी बड़ी-बड़ी. और मेरे 2 छोटे-छोटे बच्चे थे, उनका खाना ना देके मैं कॉपी चेक करती थी आपके बच्चों की. और उस टीचर को अगर आप इज्जत नहीं देंगे तो आपका बच्चा कभी भी नहीं सीखेगा to respect. That is very important. Teachers are very stressed out. You don't know what kind of problem they have. Imagine a parent calling up a teacher at 7 o'clock. वो खाना बना रही है. She's got a family. She's got a husband. And let's say a father is called up and father is very angry. Please try and think, imagine if there are some fathers here, if your wife gets a call from another man at 8 o'clock, how would you feel? I have experienced it. That's why I'm telling you. My husband told me, leave the job. Who the hell is this man shouting at my wife at 8 o'clock? They will not understand because they're not teachers. हस्बैंड को तो यही लगेगा ना, मेरी वाइफ की बेइज्जती हो रही है, ये कौन आदमी है जो 8 बजे फोन करके कर रहा है. You have a problem. Relax, patience, calm. Let your child go and ask the teacher that I didn't understand this. Can you help me? अगर टीचर एक बार नहीं सुन रही है, कोई बात नहीं, आप फिर भी नहीं चाहिए. बॉसेस नहीं होते हमारे, हम कोशिश करते रहते हैं, कुछ बॉसेस नहीं सुनते, फिर हम कहते हैं चलो छोड़ो यार, let's leave the job, नहीं समझ आ रहा तो. But we don't go and tell our parents, तो नहीं जाते ना 40 की एज में हमारे बॉस से बात करने. Although I've had one teacher whose husband used to come and talk for her because she never had the courage. I'm telling you, it's very funny. You need to respect the teachers, the society, the people, your child. They will respect you. Wishing you all the best. Happy parenting, and I hope I have been able to give you some message. And the next session we'll do on how to talk to children about topics which are taboo as a parent. I will seriously take that up. Let's do it next month. Thank you so much and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an informative session. It had so many real life examples which we could relate to. And the video, I switched off my video after seeing that video that you showed because I had tears in my eyes. So it's like it was really, really. Actually, we could relate to it. Being parents, yes, we do whatever was there. Though we are into this field, we know what is right and wrong, or right or wrong, but still we do it. So these kind of sessions are so important to make us just put that hammer on the head that whatever you are thinking is wrong. So these sessions are like hammers that you know that you're doing wrong, but it is at the back of your mind. So this hammer makes you realize, nay, 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 now I will not do this. I think every person will agree with this.
Right.
So I just recall a quote which I heard once, that parents, don't worry that children never listen to you. Worry that they are always watching you. So it's like, with children not listening is a very normal thing, but we sometimes don't realize that they are watching us and they'll become whatever we are showing them. So each day of our lives, we make deposits in the memory banks of our children. So raising them to be respectful, resilient, and responsible is a very, very important thing. I hope everybody will agree and agree more after this session, which ma'am had taken. So ma'am, we have a lot of thank yous in the chat box, but there's one question. How my child will become passionate about study? Deepmala Verma has asked this question. So
Deepmala, you don't need to worry. You need to talk to your children. We are also, as a school, working on that. Especially my focus will be a lot on the primary, because everything has to begin then. And we are coming up with newer strategies where we want to work with children if they are not interested in a particular subject, and how we can help them. We are going to create, some plans for these kids and provide them that support. But it's all right. One thing, you need to be confident, and which is a law of nature. We did better than our parents. Our parents did better than their parents, and we should be confident that these kids will do better than us, because it's not only academics, it's all the other skills which your child is getting, which will help you in the life, in his life. So I think to increase that passion, start having those small conversation with him, that why do you not like math, or why do you not like English, and making it a fun thing. Don't start doing homework with them and forcing them, you study now, I will check then what you have studied. Then you should leave your children. I have left my kids, and my daughter and son are doing pretty well in life. I did not bother about their homework after grade 3. I said, now you do it yourself. डांट पड़ेगी, आप खाओ, कर सकते हो करो, नहीं कर सकते हो भाड़ में जाओ. Because कब तक मैं कंट्रोल करूंगी? मैं मतलब होमवर्क मैं करूंगी कि वो करेंगे? And they learn, because teachers are different kinds. Some are very sweet, some are get angry. Teachers भी अलग अलग होती. It's not that they are bad. It's just the way they behave, or just the way it's their nature. They all care for the children. So the children learned, वो भी एक बहुत important skill है, how to deal with the different kind of people, when they learn to deal with different kind of teachers. So leave your children, let them handle their life themselves. Talk to them, like let's say if your child is not interested in math, try and talk about the times when you were not interested. Cook up a story and how your interest in math was aroused. Start working with them on maybe, Sudoku or cubes or something. But don't do the same thing which the school is doing, then the child loses interest. That's this thing for him. Thank you, parents. Thank you, Sonali. And thank you, the IT department. And thank you, RJ Studio. And all the best.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. So to conclude the session, thank you to all for joining in. Thank you to Shalini ma'am for her constant motivation and guidance. She gives a lot of importance to parent engagement, as she has already said. So we'll be conducting more and more sessions like this to be in touch. And I would like to thank all the parents, as I said, and extend my gratitude to the IT team in organizing this session. So hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.